Okay, as you guys know, I'm going down to Panama real soon here for 2 weeks. I got a lot done within a few days. Let me show you my shed. I finally got things cleared out of here. Empty. Turning around. Patio area, empty. It's a warm and humid day. Let's go back inside. And as I showed you guys in a previous video, I got the living room and one of the bedrooms and the master bedroom. The master bedroom is where I'm living right now for the next 30 days, but I don't mind that. I've kept enough items in the apartment to be comfortable. I have items over in the kitchen where I can cook and where I can eat. The bike, I want to go bike riding this evening and a few days next week. If it comes straight back, you guys have seen some of this, but there have been some changes. Coming into the master bedroom, I still have my computer system set up in here, and I have that smart TV up there. The smart TV will be coming down and going into storage. And as I mentioned in the previous video, these two computer monitors, this one and that one, will be going into storage as well. The Mac Mini M1 and all the other peripherals and my iPad, all these things here will fit into a backpack. And I will carry these with me on my road trip, and also not down to Panama on this run, but when I go down finally. And this right here is a great investment. This is that travel router I talked about in the last video. This thing is awesome. For a one-time fee of $199, plus if you want to get this external antenna, which is less than $60, I have great high-speed internet in the apartment. If I had known about this item right here, I would have never gotten into an account with the local cable company here. This is more than adequate. My upload speeds are fantastic. My download speeds are incredible, and I have great internet in the apartment. And if I'm getting that in here, and again, this is a travel router. Can you imagine what I'll get outside when this is in my Jeep? And as I mentioned in the last video, this right here will be mounted on the roll bar on my Jeep, out of the way and almost out of sight as well. This right here we mounted inside the Jeep on a window, just like the window here. And I've located a spot for it where it will be really not in the way. My windows back there are tinted, so no one's gonna really notice this. But when I'm not using it, I can just take it down. What holds it up there are these suction cups you see right here. So I'll be going up to Panama for 14 days real soon here to to submit my Pension visa application. And then after those 14 days, I'm gonna come back here and I'll be in the apartment for about 9 or 10 days, and then I'm out. And I'm going to embark on a 3.5 to 4 month cross-country road trip. So that's going to entail me getting my Jeep prepared. I'm going to do things a little different than I did on that last road trip I did several years ago. Let me show what I'm talking about here. I'm going to take you over here in the corner. I've purchased a few items, and they're very small and very portable. What we have right here is a portable air conditioner, and this thing works. All I do is just simply add water to this thing and I plug it in. Plug into what? This right here. This is my power while I'm on the road. This is a Jackery Explorer 1000 power bank. It has USB connections on it. It has 3 AC outlets. And this served me very well on that road trip I did several years ago. But I've learned a few things since that last road trip. So if I stop someplace and I want to get some rest and it's hot outside, I don't have to run the AC in my car. this will suffice. Add water, plug it in, and it blows out cold air. I mean, frigid cold air. It works. Now, what about those nights or days when it's cold out, or I'm in those states where it's cold? Well, I have here this butane heater. As you can see, it's very small. It's a Covia. It's a Korean-made heater. People are raving about it. I tested it out, and it works great. It runs on these butane canisters you see here, and it simply fits into a slot on the side there. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. And I'll have heat in the event that I need heat, and that way I don't have to run the heater in my Jeep. Over here is also a butane operated device. This is a 1-burner Coleman stove. I have a 2-burner. That's just too much. I want something that's small, portable, that's easy to get packed away, and this one here fits the bill. And I did mention this. This is butane operated, and this is also butane operated. The butane canister fits right back here, right in there. I also have here a fan. This is USB operated. It's rechargeable. It'll hold a charge for 12 hours. And it's powerful and blows out a nice current. This will attach to the headrest on the driver's side. You know, that metal rail, and it's articulating as well. So I have a flow of air. I also have here a carbon monoxide detector or alarm that'll be Velcro to the roll bar. So while I'm sleeping, this will always be operating, and the battery on this thing just runs forever. I already mentioned my Jackery Explorer 1000 power bank. In fact, I've used that since I've been here in this apartment. We had a major power outage, and people were knocking on my door saying, "How is it you have power in here? We see lights on in your house." And I also had the internet going. Well, it's because of this. I plugged my wireless router and my refrigerator into this, and it ran it until power was restored. Okay, so this is a nice device to have on a road trip, and it's also small. Now, what I did not have on that last road trip was what you see I heard in the back. This is a solar panel, a 200-watt solar panel that plugs into that slot right there on the Jackery. And if I'm camped out someplace, not driving, this will charge my my Jackery. Given that there's sun, the sun is out, a nice bright day. But this is a 200-watt solar panel. Now, with regards to sleep quality, on the last road trip, I was sleeping on a camping mattress. And I was going to use that camping mattress again. It's a 3-inch foam camping mattress, but I got to thinking, I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use this. This is an 8-inch memory foam mattress. It is twin size. It is very comfortable. And this is the box it came in. It came in today. And after an hour or so, it will expand to 8 inches in height. I've took some measurements inside the Jeep with the seats folded back. Here's my 8-inch memory foam mattress I'm going to trim. I placed a template on top of that using some construction paper, thick cardboard. I measured twice in my Jeep, and I'm going to cut once. And I took a Sharpie and I traced around the memory foam mattress. And so down here at the bottom, the Jeep front is up in that area. This is the rear. So I have to trim about 2 inches of this off, straight across. Ignore that line there, but it's straight across. And then I'll come here and trim this area right here. This area right here is where the refrigerator will sit, about that long up against the door, partially. And the Jackery 1000 Explorer, a power bank, will sit here. And the reason why I need to have this open is because there are those hitches on the floor of the Jeep where I can tie the Jackery down and also the refrigerator. And same thing here. The refrigerator will come up to about this line here, but I gave myself some room because right in here are those tie down hitches. If you come over to the other side, I made a little cutout right here because this is where the subwoofer is over here. So this wraps around the subwoofer. You know, it's not perfect, but it'll work. And right here, this portion right here, the passenger front seat is over here. So the front seat is pushed all the way up to the front, flush to this. So the mattress will slide into this slot here. And I also have some storage in the front, passenger front there. The console is right here. So this is going to wrap around the console, and my back seat, rather the driver's seat rather, is going to be pushed back to this point here where it's comfortable for me. And the reason why this is a little bit offset is because of the way the seat is in the back. So my sleeping area will be all this right in here. About 72 inches, 6 feet. And I could leave this here, but it would push up against the door. So that's why I'm cutting this part off, so it'll close. And I have an electric knife here to do that. Now, I had to remove 2 items from the memory foam mattress. The first one was this material right here. Good quality. And I didn't cut it crazily. I just cut one slot of it so I can put it back on. So once I'm done cutting this, and that topper, that 1-inch topper, latex topper that's coming in will be the exact as this, and it will go on top of this. And technically, I don't need that topper, but since I have it, I'm gonna put it on there, and it will make for an even better sleep, making this effectively a 9-inch mattress. And so once I put this back on, and I have some of that Gorilla spray glue to tack this back on neatly, then this topper, and this is zippered, that'll go on top of everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this. I'm not gonna film it because I don't have my tripods available, but I'll go ahead and trim it up and then show you the after effect. After about 30 minutes, here's the trimmed mattress. It wasn't too bad. Here are the pieces left over. I'll put those in a dumpster. But that will fit. Is it pretty? No. But it's not bad either. And plus, it's all gonna be covered over with those items over in the corner. The 1-inch latex topper, that will be the exact same shape as this. I can throw that cardboard template away. In fact, it's back there rolled up in a closet. I'll use this as a template to trim that 1-inch latex topper. And being that it is 1 inch, it'll be easier to trim than this. And then once I get that placed on top of this, that latex topper, then I'll do some makeshift upholstering and put that piece right there in the corner on this, and then this topper. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this out if we don't get any rain and set it in the Jeep to see if it will indeed fit. I'm pretty sure that it will. This side right here is not exactly flat where that subwoofer wraps around. This is foam, memory foam. So it's going to compress and it's going to fit snugly. I gave myself some extra room right here where the refrigerator and the Jackery will fit. In fact, let me pull that Jackery out. It's right here. The refrigerator is in storage, but the Jackery will sit in somewhere like that, and the refrigerator will be right behind it, along here. And there'll be a slot where I can place this. This is the foldable solar panel. And the refrigerator will fit right there. I gave myself some room up front here so that there's proper venting for the refrigerator. The refrigerator's vents are in the front. And move this out of the way. The 12-volt plug for the Jackery, on the Jeep rather, is right here. And so the Jackery will plug into the 12-volt outlet. The refrigerator will plug into the Jackery and all my other electronics. And I tell you, this mattress is really comfortable. And, you know, I don't mind cutting it up. I paid less than $100 for it. You know, I've had Lisa and Purple mattresses that cost many hundreds, almost $1,000 or more. And this feels almost like one of those mattresses. It's that comfortable. And with that latex topper on top, I think this is going to be a nice sleep. Okay, so I'm going to take this out and see if this will fit. I put the mattress back into that very first layer that was on it, and it looks good. And I'm not so much concerned about it when I get the topper because it looks like there's plenty of room. But down here where the refrigerator and the Jackery will be, see that? I can tuck that under like that, or where the refrigerator and the Jackery is going to be. See, that's just all air right there. And I can either cut that or tuck it under. Even on the other side here where the subwoofer is, you see that? Look, that's just air. That should wrap around pretty nicely. And even up here, you see. And plus I put it down here to be more discreet when I carry it out of the apartment. Let's take a look at it. That is a perfect fit. I can close it. Over here, that slot I cut out wraps around the subwoofer. And over on this side here, so I have these. This one there and one here. And that's where I can tie down the Jackery. And let's open up the passenger rear and see how that pushes in. And this is just the inner layer. The latex topper will go in here as well, and then plus I'll put that other cover on top. But right here, so I can ratchet, I have ratchet straps to ratchet down the refrigerator, which will sit, you see, in this slot right here. Jackery right there. So this is perfect. And plus I have storage down there. If I want to use it, probably will. But this is going to work out nicely. Nice firm mattress too. And it's a snug fit. You know what I'm saying? It's a snug fit. And I don't have anything here glued down. That's got stuff. I have this right here tucked under this. And if I need to get to my tool compartment here, I can just move this up, and there it is. It's lightweight. You see? So my head will be at this end, and there are times when I might want to sleep down on that end and have my feet up here. I've done that before. And plus, if we come to the front, the passenger front seat is pushed all the way forward, and I can sit items here, and I have a little area right down there. On that last road trip, what I did was I kept the Jackery here, but I'm not going to do that. And plus, as I mentioned earlier, I have that 2D cargo box where almost everything will be up there on the roof. So yeah, not bad at all. Not bad at all. Okay, I'm going to take this back up and just wait a few days for that topper to come in. Put it in here, then put this back on top of that to cover that over, then put the other topper on, and I'm good to go as far as sleeping arrangements inside the Jeep. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later.